Okay, everybody, it's Wicked Wednesday. So I just went into my knife room. I got a knife chest in the closet. I got the big one out my knife room. So out of a few drawers, I picked a variety, maybe a dozen here, of knives I feel that are very wicked. Okay, so I'm going to set up the overhead shot, and we'll take a look at them. And some of these I carry. Some are very highly collectible, and some are just in my collection. But let's take a look. Okay, it's another one of those benchtop dumps. Uh, it was suggested I not use that in my title, so I won't, because that can lead to other things. But anyway, these are knives, just random, picking from each drawer that I feel that are wicked. And there's a couple of highly collectible, but we'll start with one I have in my pocket. I feel like the Delica 4 Spyderco is very wicked. Just check that out. It's just that right size. Great utility knife. I use this at my workplace for quite a while, but it's my everyday, one of my most common everyday carries. You know, I'm carrying it today, and that's a great self-defense knife. That's pretty wicked. It really is. That's Spyderco Delica 4. I'm carrying it. Okay, I'm going to go through this quickly here. This is the Off-Grid Hoglette. It's a cleaver type blade, fixed blade knife. I carry this. It's in a rotation. This is a D2 Cryo D2 steel. Black stonewash finish. You got jipping here. Look at that. That is wicked, folks. That is a wicked blade. G10 scales. You can do a lot of serious stuff with that. That's Off-Grid. Okay. Got sound effects with the recycled truck in the background. Here's another Off-Grid. This is the very first folding cleaver knife I ever bought. This is the cleaver. I'm not sure they call it the V2 cleaver. We'll just call it Off-Grid folding cleaver. D2 steel with a black finish. And I like the shape of this cleaver. Look at here. The Hoglette is the fixed one. Isn't that cool how they did that? Hoglette sticker. Razor sharp. Check out the finish. That's a black finish. And just really smooth action. And yeah, that's wicked, folks. Now, I guess when I say wicked, I'm thinking of self-defense too. You know what I mean? Okay, here's one. This is budget friendly. I customized this. This is black G10 scales. This honey badger. Notice there's not the honeycomb, but this is black G10 scales that I customized. It's a budget-friendly knife. It's at HCR 13 MOV steel. I'm going to try to stay away from all the descriptions of the blade steels. Just remember the product and then Google it. But this is their, it's a claw knife. I think claw knives are just plain wicked. There's no doubt. So that's the Honey Badger claw. Alrighty. This is a traditional knife. This is a Frost cutlery, very inexpensive. I had a lanyard on there with a skull, if y'all remember, but I took micarta slabs, removed the old plastic handles on here, and I did micarta. Check that out. Now, that doesn't make it wicked. What makes it wicked is the whole deal right there. Look how big that is. So I got a nice micarta for grip. It's a lot back. Very inexpensive knife, and I just upgraded it quite a bit with the micarta. Isn't that beautiful? Really nice finish to it. Love that thing. I got quiet there a second. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, moving on down the road. Remember yesterday I mentioned rake? I need to do more rake knives. I think I got two here. I think they're wicked. Here's a rake. Now I first saw this one, and I went searching for it. See, that's what I'm saying. You see something that somebody reviews, a lot of times they don't have the answer for you anymore, but what you do is you take the information you get here and Google it, and then search the website and compare prices. I first saw this on Donovan Chu's channel, and I just had to get it. Okay, this is the Rake. What's that say? P881-B1, that's for black. This is that Sandvik 14C 28-inch steel, and it's two-tone. Look at the shape of that blade, folks. This is sharp too. This is very sharp. It's a liner lock. You do have that karambit ring if you want. Got nice jipping there. Awesome blade. That's my Rake. And since I got that out, here's another Rake right here. Check out the curvature of the handle, G10. Yeah, I should do a video on my Rake knives. Rake makes fantastic knives. Now this one locks up there. I wonder if that did. That one didn't. This one has a lock up. Okay, this is a nice sweeping, trailing blade point. There it is. This is model number P155-B. This is Sandvik 14C 28N. Rake uses that steel quite a bit. It's a fantastic steel. I got medium-sized hands. See how that fits? That is wicked, folks. Very wicked. Let's go ahead and get this one so I can set it carefully to the side. This is one of my highly collectibles. This is the SOG Mini Pentagon. Leather sheath, which is rare. Metal clip. This is my collection. Do not use it. So we'll pull it out here. It's a AUS6 steel, excuse me, with a powder coated finish. Zytel scales with the diamond pattern for grip. Razor sharp. And check out the very aggressive serrations, very wicked. You got jipping here and here. Got a little stop there for your fingers. And you got this to use. That's what I think is really good design. You can actually, use that with that jipping right there. That's the SOG Mini Pentagon in my collection. Very collectible. So let's take a look at that. There you go. The SOG stamp on there, which is different from the day. And there is Seki Japan. Isn't that beautiful? I think so. So I'm going to set that right here carefully. Okay, here's one. This is a karambit style. This was gifted to me years ago by a fellow Kempoist. It's a black label, tactical blades. This is the Vanquish. I believe this is not available anymore. But what I like about this, you have your karambit ring there, of course. Okay, I'm not sure what the steel was on this. It's got G10 scales, almost a micarta feel. They did a great job with that, the scalloping. But what I like about this, folks, and I'm very serious about this, is if you get in a situation where you want to use a non-lethal, you always want to do that, a non-lethal approach to self-defense. This pulls out right here, and you got this. Now that's a kind of an Emerson style, where you snags your pocket. When you pull it out, this blade will come out. Okay, first of all, I wanted to get that, I forgot to mention that. But yeah, it's a name for it. They didn't call it the Emerson, but this snags your pocket and it comes out in the open position. But what's nice is, you see what you got here? Now, you hit this on somebody's collarbone. I've said it before. Somebody's collarbone in the middle of the top of their head, in the legs, inside the legs, anywhere in the arm where the nerves are. This thing will shock them. It'll shock them enough to get out of a situation, hopefully. And that way you're avoiding the lethal approach, which could cause legal problems. You know what I mean? So I just think that's a very cool design. And this was gifted to me years ago. And that's the Vanquish. Keep that out, lay it right there. Speaking of gifted, this is very highly collectible. I need to wipe it down. This is the Gil Hibben claw knife. This is 420 JSS steel with a satin finish. Look at this leather sheath. Now my instructor way back gave me this, gifted it to me as a housewarming for my new school when I opened up my own dojo. This was in Orlando. The snap's right there, and you pull it out. There's the metal clip, and this is what you got. Now what he had done, he had the Kempo crest put on there. Isn't it cool? There's the Gil Hibben, designed by Gil Hibben. There's the Kempo crest. You got jipping here. Like I said, it's the 420 JSSJ stainless steel, excuse me. You got your jipping here, which stops it. Between that and here, somebody asked me one time, isn't that slippery? Because there's no scales in that. No, it won't go anywhere, because if you look at the shaped blade, this is ripping. This is nothing more than for ripping. I'm telling you. You got a little bit of a sharp edge there, but the point is incredible. And this just ripping self-defense. And what a nice carry with this leather sheath. Awesome blade right here. I'm so proud of that one. Very rare. You're not going to find that. I'm going to tell you, if you do, get it. If you do find it, get it. All right. Let's get this big baby out of the way. This is a Templar's Choice, USA made. I found some more information on this. I'm going to call it a double-edged dagger just because you see this edge? It goes almost halfway. Razor sharp. Now, I've done several videos on this, but this is micarta. This is black micarta. Check out that right there. This is D2 steel. And it's razor sharp, very pointy. I do not use it. And this is local. This is support local. Templar's Choice is veteran owned and operated, and it's made right here in the USA. And I just love this thing. And that is a serious dagger right there, folks. Comes in a leather sheath. There's the stamp right there. Just like so. Love this thing. I'll put that right there. I need to move along. Okay, this is the, let's see, the C7. This is the C7 leather neck, not leather neck, leatherwood. American D2 steel. This is white knuckler. Check that out. This is a Stonewash D2 steel. This is when they were changing to 154 CM steel. So I got a great price on this, the D2 steel, because they're having a clearance. That's wicked. That's that sweeping blade. Nice leather sheath, made in USA. The whole thing, white knuckler. Everything on white knuckler is USA made. Beautiful blade. Here's the one that's really wicked. I carry this quite a bit. You can see the sheath, made in USA. This is the C5 compact red liner fixed blade knife. This is a white knuckler brand, made in USA. This is American 154 CM. You can see where I've used it. It's a great utility knife. There's the red liner, jipping right there. Black finish. There's that wicked shaped blade. USA made white knuckler. That's the C5. I don't know if they have that available anymore, but you got to check out their site. They got some awesome blades. Put that right there. And then the last I'm going to say, because this one right here influenced me to make this one in my grunt series. So I found me a knife blank similar to this in 440, 420. See, I even wrote down my own specs. 440C stainless steel. I did a custom leather sheath. It's not quite like that, but it works. This is the Grunt 12. I found a knife blank out of 440C stainless steel. I did the jipping, did the micarta. I chose the red and black. It is a satin finish. Feels great. I thought it did a pretty good job as far as size and everything. And that's what I do on my custom knives. I find knife blanks. I use different steels because I'm testing them out. Different steels, different finishes. And this is what I came up with the Grunt 12. Okay guys, that's my Wicked knives for today. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry I went over. Y'all take care. Sog out.